everyone. Welcome back to episode 40 of our Colorado Rockies rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. Insane to me that we have made it 40 episodes in this series, and we've already have two World Series appearances and one win. Need we anything else for our trophy cabinet? Evidently, because where things stand, it is September 1st, and there are three teams within half a game of the wild card spots. At this point, the Reds, Marlins, and us are just trying to keep winning so that we don't get ourselves caught by the New York Mets. The Dodgers, obviously, they're running away with the NL West this year. They have a 12.5 game lead on us. The Brewers looks like pretty handedly taking the Central. They got a 10-game lead. The Nationals, though, only 4 games up on the Marlins. So that division could change, but at the moment, it's looking like it's a four-way race for 3 wildcard spots between Reds, Marlins, us, and the New York Mets. I did play one game off stream, the last game in August against the Giants, where we won 7-2. Joe Lamp had 4 hits. Cole Carrick had 3. Yankeel hit a home run. Will Warren pitched pretty good. Vodnik got the hold, and Luis took the 9th, just because I wanted to get to September 1st and do the roster expansion. So I have it set up where rosters go to 28 players, just like in real life. And I decided I needed another bullpen arm, and I wanted a outfielder. Now, my original pick for the bullpen arm was Fidel Lugo. Unfortunately, about a month ago, he tore his UCL and is going to be out for almost an entire calendar year. So that sucks. So instead, I decided to call up Matt Chachik, who last season was very strong for us. Gave us 47 innings, 2.68 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, did pretty good. But this year didn't have a great start. 31 innings, ERA of 5, WHIP of almost 1.5, BABIP of 340. Wasn't great. He spent the last couple months in AAA and has since been called back up for September. And hopefully he does well. He's only a 2-pitch reliever, and neither of those pitches right now are at a 55 or above, which does give me a bit of pause. But we're going to see what he can do in the last month of the season. And then finally, I wanted another backup outfielder, because right now my only backup outfielder was Joe Lamp, who, don't get me wrong, really solid defensively, great speed, but his bat just has not been there this season. Until his 4-hit performance in the previous game, his on-base percentage was below 300, no slugging whatsoever, just wasn't that great. And so I have called up CJ Kafus, who got a little bit of playing time last season. This year, though, mainly just in the minors, where he wasn't even starting that much. But he crushed it, 400 on-base percentage, 980 OPS in AAA. So I've called him up, sort of be a backup, corner outfielder, probably spell Yankeel a little bit since he's been playing a lot in right field, and just see what he can do this last month. Now, there are no series in October. I think that's the first time in this save that's been true. So we wrap up the Giants series, and then we have the Mariners, the Rays, the Diamondbacks, White Sox, Diamondbacks again, the Mets, which that could be the biggest series of this month, because they are currently the team outside looking in on the wild card race. And then we face the Giants once again, and we finish with the LA Dodgers. So technically, if we can pull within, 3 games of the division lead, we have a chance to sweep and take the division. I highly doubt we will, but you never know. So we are going to get started. My goal today is just get through September, and then the playoffs will be next stream. So let's get game two against the Giants underway. Luis De Leon on the mound. CJ Kafus is going to take right field because Yankeel is resting. And then John Gazdar is going to take third base since Bregman is resting as well. Looks like they have Zach Gallen on the mound. Matt Chapman still with the Giants. He survived another trade deadline. Good for him. Nothing so far for either team through two. Hey, Jason Dominguez with a 2-run shot. He is now white hot. Multiple home runs in his past 5 games. We love to see it. Nolan Chanuel, please don't strike out. He did. The man did. But it's okay. All right. Nothing through 3. Charlie Condon with a solo shot, and Tovar and Dario are aboard. CJ? Somebody get the infield pop-up tracker going as Kafis pops out to end that. But we do add an extra run for insurance. Let's see if Gazdar can get anything going. And he does! Nice line drive into right. Gazdar is aboard. They walk Dominguez. Fair enough. Come on, Nolan. Redemption. The infield pop-up tracker continues. How Yuli hits it so softly in front of the catcher, and he beats the throw. Bases loaded for Charlie Condon. And he gets it down in right field. That'll score 1. Dominguez goes home, and How Yuli is safe at third. Runners at the corners for Carrick, who strikes out swinging. Man, he really has not been good this year. We haven't had a lot of disappointing hitters this season. The disappointment's mainly been in our pitching staff. But Cole Carrick just has not been a good option this year. The Giants get 1 run. Oh, an error. Who by? Condon at first. Wow, you do not see that every day. There we go. He gets Velasquez. Luis is only on 74 pitches right now, which for him, pretty good through 5-6 innings. Diaz hits it up, caught by Dominguez. Very good from Luis through 6. I think that'll be it for him. And we're going to let Matt Chachik get some run. I'll keep Nolan in against the lefty. And he grounds out first. Fair enough. How Yuli gets caught by Willie Adames. And Condon flies out to end that. So yeah, Chachik is going to get the 7th. I think going back to a 9-man bullpen down the stretch will also just objectively help our relievers not get caught out. Another error, Chachik. Well, that's a shame. He needed 21 pitches to get out of that. I think honestly, I'm going to bring in Jose Fleury and hope he can get me the 8th and the 9th. I am going to pinch hit here. Give Joe Lamp the at bat. No dice. And that way Dominguez can shift over to left field. Tovar flies out. Not been a good day for him either. Actually, I lied. Jose, sit down. I'm going to get Herrera warming up. All right, they walk Dario. They're going Chase Lee, who in real life is pitching very well for the Tigers. And he gets Kafis looking. All right, so Jason Dominguez will take left. Joe Lamp will take center field. And then Herrera will come in for the 8th. No issue. And then I'll have Jose Fleury take the 9th, I think. Dominguez and Nolan Shanuel are aboard. Let's pinch hit here. Nick Gonzalez. And he hits into a double play. That's what I get for pinch hitting for Howie Hewlett. That's what I get, to be fair. All right, and then Nolan can just take second. Jose Fleury can come in, and then I'm going to warm up Munoz in case this goes terribly wrong. Nope, we get the win 5-1. Pretty good offensive day. I'll take it. But, I mean, Luis De Leon getting me 6 innings, only 1 earned run. Outside of that Cardinals start, he has been pretty good as of late. So we take game 2. A personal message. Oh, boy. All right. Griffin Jacks has signed his contract extension. We offered him 1 year, $5 million. He demanded, I think, like 6.5. I offered him $5 million. He said yes. Is it a bit of an overpay if he hits free agency? Probably. But I would rather just extend him now, not have to worry about it. He's been really good this season. I mean, his whip has been the best it's ever been. He's going to give me more than 70 innings, which is really good for him. So, pretty happy with that. All right. Let's sim the finale of the Giants series. We win it 6-1. Very nice. Yankees with 3 hits, including a home run. Nolan Shanuel, Cole Carrick also get homers to their name. Chase Burns, you know what? Let's ignore the 10 hits allowed for a second. 6 innings, 1 earned run, and 6 Ks. Griffin Jacks, Gage Wood come in, and they do okay. Also, Yankees getting 3 hits is pretty good. I don't know if Yankiel is the future at right field. I'm kind of a little bit wishy-washy on that. I think his defense doesn't help, but I could do a lot worse, and I have done a lot worse. You know, I lived through Sean Bouchard in right. All right, we sweep the Giants. That'll play. Let's see. And then we'll get through the Mariners series. Then I'll check the wild card standings. I think we'll sim game 1 against Luis Castillo and co. We win it 7-6 in 10 innings. Condon with 3 hits. Bregman with a home run. That's good from him. Tovar is not doing great as of late. And it says something for how good he is, that his OPS is down, quote unquote, to an 814. Oh, they got Munoz. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. Not great. And they got Herrera a little bit. Herrera also quietly has not had a very good season. I think the good thing about Herrera is he can give me 6 innings consistently, more so than, say, Luis De Leon or Gabriel Hughes, but he's not been that great. Okay, let's play game 2 of the Mariners series. Obviously, Tovar is going to get a rest. Nick Gonzalez is going to take short. I'll give Nolan Shanuel a break at DH. I think let's have CJ Kafis Remind me, Yankee, how did you do when you bet second? You were pretty good, but you've been. Yeah, I'll have Yankee bat second. Kafis can DH bat seventh. And then I'll give Cole Carrick the day off. Jason Dominguez can go to left. Joe Lamb can take center field, and those guys can move up. All right, let's party. A little bit of a rotated lineup here. Hopefully, it won't be an issue. Gabriel Hughes is already trying to give me a heart attack in the first inning. Okay, Condon is aboard. Yeah, Bregman also has been very cold as of late. His average is down from a 322 in early August. Now it's just at 300. How Yuli also cold. Yeah, some of our bats are going cold at a very inopportune time. As Kafis grounds into the fielder's choice. It does get Charlie to third, though. And Dario grounds out. Nothing there. Hey, Julio Rodriguez gets a home run. Mariners take the lead. And Nick strikes out looking. Dominguez strikes out looking. Will Yankeel make it 3 for 3? No, he will walk. Very nice. All right, how you, Lee? Let's do this. Walked him as well. 2 runners on for Condon. And he hits it straight up. Let the infield pop-up tracker continue. Clean fourth for Gabriel. Hey, Bregman with a solo shot. That'll do. Joe Lamp gets it through the first base line. Run, Lamp. For a moment, brief moment, I thought he was going to try to make a triple out of that. I'm glad he didn't. Let's see if Kafis can bring him home. And Kafis hits it deep to right field. Lamp does not go. Dario gets it into right field. Very nice. The throw does keep Lamp at third. Nick Gonzalez strike out. Very inopportune, my friend. And Domingos grounds out to second. Well, we get one, but really should have gotten more there. Clean fifth for Gabriel. He's on 80 pitches. I think we'll get Zerfa going. Let's see if we can just get Julio out. Nope. Julio gets it through into right field. Think that'll be it for Gabriel. Unless Curtis Mead, better or worse against lefties. You are a lefty crusher. So Gabriel Hughes will stay in to face him. And he gets him to strike out. Very good. All right. We'll bring Zerpa in to face Baker Barrasso. What an interesting defensive profile. He's an infielder that they're playing at catcher. I'm not going to question it. You know, maybe I shouldn't as he gets the line drive down and oh no. Remember 5 minutes ago when I said one of the reasons I'm not confident in Yang Keel being a long-term right fielder is his defense? Yeah. I don't know how Julio doesn't go home on that, but I'm not going to question it. Oh, guys. Well, they don't give that one an error. I feel like they should have. Harry Ford strikes out. Williamson grounds out. All right. They get one from that. In all honesty, I can't think of a reason why Julio Rodriguez doesn't go home there, but I'm not going to question it. I will, however, put Fleury in straight away. Serpa's already thrown 22 pitches, and Fleury immediately gives up a solo shot. Yep, that's my bullpen for Jose. Jose. Between me and you, buddy, you were starting to do well. What happened? Oh my God. I mean, I'm leaving him in until he gets one out, just on principle alone. All right, he gets Curtis Mead to fly out. Good Lord. I really don't know what I'm going to do with Jose Fleury. And it's weird because on paper, his numbers should work. It's just, he can't do it. Like, he struggles as a reliever, he struggles as a starter. I'm tempted to just trade him in the offseason, but we'll see. Here's Chachik. Sack fly. Will it score Julio? He does not run for it. There we go. And Matt gets Henry Ford swinging. Brilliant appearance from Matt Chachik there. Well, we're down 6-1. Make that 6-2. I really don't want to use too many relievers today. So if Matt can get me the eighth, that'll be great. Well, all right. It's not turned great. And he gets that done. Luis will take the ninth then. Ooh. Kafis and Dario are there on third and second. Hey, Tovar. I know you're tired, but come in and pinch hit for me. And he hits it deep to left field. Gone. Oh, where this game would be if I didn't put in Jose Fleury. 3-run shot, 7-5 now. And Dominguez strikes out, but we get 3 runs back. Not too shabby. I am just going to have Gazdar come in and take short. And then is Luis ready? No, he is warming up. Mound visit. All right. Luis will take the ninth. You just got to get it. All right, clean. Down by 2. And we do have a couple guys up that can get solo shots on any given day. Yankeel hits it up to center. That's going to be caught. There we go. How you lead deep to right and gone. We've cut the lead to 1. Here's Condon. And they walked him. Tying run is at first. Never mind, they pick Condon off. It's always your old friends, isn't it? Man, it's always annoying when a relief pitch you trade away does well everywhere else and with you. Though, to be fair, he wasn't good for Houston last year. He was for this year, though. All right, Bregman, you're our last hope. Hits it softly to short. The throw gets him. We lose 7-6. I mean, that was not a great day for either team's pitching staff. I think Jose Fleury at this point is... I don't know what I'm going to do with him. But, I mean, we got a lot of homers. Bregman, Dominguez, Tovar, Lee all got homers. Dario had a 3-hit day, which is really nice from him. All right. I will sim game 3 of the Mariner series. Holy! So we won 16-6. Oh boy. Okay. How Lee, Tovar, Dario, and had homers. Yankeel had not one but two. I think he heard me say that that his days at right field might be numbered. 4 hits for Tovar also. That'll snap you out of a cold spell, I think. So the AI put in Jose Fleury again. He went 3 innings, 5 hits, gave up 2 earned runs. Oh boy. Will Warren didn't do great either. He also had an error which took away his own. I don't know how having an error yourself turns an earned run to unearned if it was your fault, but I'm not going to question it. Okay, so overall, I mean, we sweep the Giants 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. See what the wild card race looks like. Everyone is winning. Yep. So now we're 2.5 games up on the Mets, who have overtaken the Marlins. We are still, though, 12.5 games back. So even though we went, 4-1? Yeah, we went 4-1 to start the month. We're still didn't gain any ground on the Dodgers. Make of that what you will. I'm going to sim game 1 against the Rays. We win it 7-0. Not a great day from the middle and bottom of our lineup, but Dominguez gets a triple, Howie Lee gets a homer, Luis De Leon, Zerpa, and Herrera lock it down. All right, let's play game 2. A lot of guys are hot right now. Bregman's doing okay. Howie Lee should be hot. Sorry, it is a righty. I think I might sit. I think we'll sit Nolan. Miguel Palma has not hit in a bit, has he? No. But Dario is also hot, so come on. All right, I think I'll have CJ Kafis DH. Yankeel can bat second. Condon's doing good. Cole Carriage doing okay. Yeah, let's rock. Chase Burns on the mound for us. Let's see how we do against the Rays. Absolutely nothing has happened in this game through 2 innings. Uh-oh. Dalton Varsho up. All right, he flies out. See if we can get Monzon. Yes, we can. Pretty good from Chase so far, though I think he's at 46 pitches through 3, which doesn't sound great. And CJ Kafis is hit. Well, that seems a bit rude. Let's see if we can get a steal here on Bo Naylor. Yes, we can. That's Kafis's first steal. Tovar strikes out. Boy, and Dario is hit. Get this pitcher under control. Oh, Jason struck out swinging. There we go. Yankeel gets it down and left. That'll score CJ easily. Dario also makes it home. The camera decided not to show us any of that and instead showed the relay. Just kind of funny. And how Yuli flies out to right, but we do score a pair. Lean fourth for Chase. Condon and Cole Carriger aboard. And Bregman gets it through the middle infield. Bases are loaded. CJ Kafis. Wild pitch, scores Condon. Bases are no longer loaded for ZJ Kafis. But he does have a full count. He swings and it's down and left. I am not going to have Bregman run there because there's no outs. So what would be the point? Tovar strikes out swinging. Dario swings on a 3-1 pitch. Flies out at the warning track, but it will score Breggy. 5-0. And Jason Dominguez strikes out once again. All right. Our lead increases. Uh-oh. Looks like the Rays are getting to Chase here. And he walks Varsho. Who do I want? Let's get Vodnik warming. Hopefully he can get Monzon. He can. Monzon lines out to second. See if he can get Junior Caminero. No, he cannot. The ball gets down in center field. That'll score 2. The beautiful throw. All right, think that'll be it. We'll bring Vodnik in to face Jonathan Aranda. Hit softly back to Vodnik. Throw to first. Gets him. I mean, Chase was doing really good through 4, but his pitch count just really caught up to him. Clean 6 from Vodnik. Very good. We'll bring in Chachik for the 7th, Gage Wood for the 8th, Munoz for the 9th. Maybe not, since it may no longer be a safe situation if Tovar hits this to the moon. Or he grounds into a fielder's choice. But you know what? It advances both runners. So be it. Dario hits it deep to left. It's down at the track. That'll do. Brilliant throw there from Julio. Or excuse me. Varsho. And again, we don't see any of the diamond. It only just stares at Varsho the whole time. But, take my word for it. 2 runners did score. Jason Dominguez gets the ball down to advance Dario. And they get Yankiel. And How Yuli grounds out to first. But we do get some more insurance runs for our trouble. All right, we're going to bring Chachik in for the 7th. Runners are at the corners for Ronda. I have faith in Matt. There we go. Gets a run. Very nice. I think I'll leave Aranda in for the 8th and try to only use one more reliever in this game. There we go. Condon hits it deep to left center. Goodbye. Home run. 30th home run of the season. 422 feet. Joe Lamp pinch hit here for Carrig. Ground out, nothing doing. Similarly, I will have Gazda. No, I lied. Bregman will hit. I'll probably pinch hit for Kafis. Yeah. Bregman walks. You know what? No, I have faith. There we go. Kafis gets it down and left. Bregman advances. Tovar, I'll pinch it for. Since it is a lefty, we're bringing in Gonzalez. And he strikes out. My acquisition of Nick Gonzalez is going the way of when I traded for Jorge Soler in 2026. However, Soler was dynamite in the playoffs, even though he sucked to end the regular season. So if it goes that way, I'll take the trade-off. But an error means bases are loaded. Jason Dominguez Strikeouts. How many Ks is that? The last couple games? He has 3 today and 3 against Seattle, but none between them. All right. Okay. Dominguez takes left. Joe Lamp takes center. Nick Gonzalez takes short. And we're going to get Gage Wood warming up. Hopefully, Matt can get me like 2 outs. Lead off single to Bo Naylor. I have slightly less confidence he'll be able to get me the 2 outs. All right, gets the lead runner. And he gets Lars Nootbaar first. That animation did not do that justice. All right, we'll bring Gage Wood in against Mr. Brandon Lowe. It's down and right. Good thing no more runners are aboard. All right, he gets Curly swinging. Very nice. Yankees flies out to end that. Now, Howe Yuli and Condon are both aboard. Joe Lamp, I call the sacrifice ground out. It scores Howe Yuli. And Bregman flies out to end that, but we do get an extra insurance run. All right, Gage. Very nice. Well, we beat the Rays 9-2. Interestingly enough, both had the exact same number of hits at 12 apiece. Very good. I think Chase Burns did okay, but he'd throw way too many pitches. And that does get us. All right, it is draft pick signing deadline day. As discussed when we drafted him, we're not going to be able to get Javi Gill. He just wants way too much money. Like, we only have, I think, 860,000 remaining anyway. I think he would be a pretty good addition to our organization. He's a power first baseman with not great defense, but he has decided to play for Arizona State University and not go signed. So be it. Let's sim the finale of the Rays series. Oi! We get shelled 4-11. Ouch. Jose gave up 3. Oh boy. Something to think about. Griffin Jacks also gave up 2 earned. It's going to hurt his ERA a little bit. Zerpa Munoz lock it down, but Herrera. Oh boy. I just complimented you, Herrera, on your good start, and this is how you repay me. All right. Well, not a great end to that series, but we do take it. I think I'll sim game 1 of the Diamondback series. We win it 5-1, and Gabriel Hughes is hurt. Well, that's a problem. Strained forearm, influences throwing moderate, so he is going on the 15-day IL. Is that his first injury this season? That is his first injury since May of 2026. Wow. Good on you, Gabriel, for being so dependent. But yeah, I think that means his regular season is essentially done. Maybe he gets a start in at the end. Yeah, nothing doing there. I mean, the flip is easy. Sandy Ozuna is going to come back and take his spot. Sandy had 5 starts for us previously. I think he did okay. And so we'll bring him in here to take Gabriel's spot. And then, yeah, I think honestly, Sandy's going to pitch next game. But nonetheless, we beat the Diamondbacks 5-1. Dominguez with 3 hits. How Lee has picked up a bruised knee. That's a problem. Bottom of the order does very well for themselves. Good job from the bullpen locking in also. All right. Yep. So I will let. When did they pitch last? The 5th for Warren, the 6th. Yeah, so Warren's going to get game 2. Ozuna will get game 3. Let's play them both. All right, so How Lee is getting the day off because of his knee. Bregman, Dominguez are both resting. So Lamp obviously will take center. Nick Gonzalez is going to take second. Tovar will take short. I've had Tovar bat fourth. Have I ever had him bat third? I have not, and I do want him to bat fourth. Yeah, so let's flip Condon and Tovar. So Lamp at center. Miguel Palma is now hot. Dario, I guess, no longer is. Seems a bit silly. Yeah, let's get Kafis a run and sit Nolan here. How's Kafis been defensively and right for me? I have barely played him there. Let's give him an outing in right. Yankeo can DH. Nolan can rest. Kafis can take right field. So a little bit of a rotated team. No How Lee, no Bregman, no Dominguez, no Shanuel. We'll see how it goes. I have faith. Oh boy. All right, we're down 2-0. And Kafis, who I just put in the right field, already has an error. That's what I get. Oh, that's what I get. Okay, Gazdor and Palmer are aboard. And Joe Lamb flies out. Fair enough. Here's Yankeel. Flies out to center also. Not going great. Through 3 for us. And it's about to get a second error. Gazdar at third. Yeah. Not our best defensive outlook, this configuration, to be fair. Chaz Chisholm hits it deep to right, down at the track. That will likely score both runners. And Chaz has himself a triple for good measure. 4-0 Diamondbacks. Not great. How was Will Warren's last start? Not great either. He gets Moreno to fly out. I assume Chaz is going to go home. He does, and he is there. 5-0. Oh boy. Lara gets it through. It's not getting better for Will. Marte flies out. Well, this feels like it's going to be a lot of bullpen arms today, which is not really a place I want to be. Oh, Will. Allows a leadoff double, and then Perdomo's ball gets through. Runners at the corners, Reese Hines. Jeez. Oh, boy. The current state of my bullpen, I got 4 guys. Will, buddy, I need you to get it out. All right, he gets Corbin Carroll, but a run does score 7-0. At this point, Will's just going to eat it to save a little bit of my bullpen. Like, that's just where we're at right now. All right, he gets Groover. I'm going to warm up Herrera. Asdar's throw gets Jazz. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the worst starts we've had in a long time from Will there. Meanwhile, our offense is getting us nothing. Only 4 of those runs were earned. Obviously, the 2 errors don't help. Oh, dear Lord. You know what? I think the Diamondbacks just have our numbers. It might just be what it is. Moreno and Lara both aboard. Gets Paris to pop up. That helps. Let's see if we can get Perdomo. Hit softly to right. Kafis is under it. Very good. That might honestly be it for Herrera. He's at 18 pitches. What's Fleury at? 69%? No, he's not going. I'll bring in Chachik for the 6th. There we go. We have runners on base. Palma and Yankeel at the corners. Condon strikes out. And Tovar grounds out to first. Rhys Hines, better or worse against lefties? You are so much worse. Herrera can face him. There we go. Gets him swinging. Corbin Carroll, same question. You are really good against both, but slightly worse against lefties. Doy, and the ball goes down the wall. That's just going to be the easiest double of Corbin's life. All right. Chachuk will come in. And they scored 1, so now it's 8-0. We have runners on. Carrig and Nick Gonzalez are aboard. CJ Kafis strikes out swinging. They did go to a lefty, but in all honesty, Gazdar, you're just going to have to do it. Lines out to left. Palma, who is our lefty killer at catcher. Wild pitch. Fair. You know, I wouldn't say no to a nice 3-run shot. Or a line drive into right. At this point, I'll take what I can get. That'll score 1. Gonzalez makes it home for 2. You know, he's not going to be part of our, starting lineup or even probably 26-man roster next year, but Miguel Palma is looking like a really solid backup catcher. And Joe Lamb pops it up to end that. But let the record show we did not get shut out. Just for the record. All right, come on, Matt. Give me the 7th. There we go. Clean inning. And then we'll have Gage Wood take the 8th. And that will be that. Oh, boy. Clean from him. All right. Cole Carrig, Nick Gonzalez, and CJ Kafis are our last outs. Carrig gets aboard, and I'm definitely going to have him run. I don't care how good Moreno's arm is. I probably should care, to be fair, but come on. We're down by 6. Like, what do we have to lose? He gets thrown out. All right, he just doesn't want to run. Gonzalez goes down swinging. Kafis goes down swinging. Cole Carrig finally decides to steal and gets there. And Gazdar grounds out to second, thus ending that. We lose 8-2. Yeah, we just never recovered from that bad start with Will Warren. The errors obviously didn't help, and we only had 2 hitters really do well, Carrig and Palma. That's a game to forget. But we have a new game now. Game 3, Sandy Ozuna who's going to get some starts here down the stretch. They're playing two tired players. Oh, wow, their entire team is tired. What in the world? Okay, so subs. I'm going to give Yankiel the day off. Kafis can take right. Condon's going to get the day off. Nolan Shanuel can just move to first base. Nick Gonzalez will DH and bat sixth. What do I want Tovar DHing out of the two? Nope. I want Tovar at short. All right, let's rock. Nothing in the first. Sandy Ozuna back to the bigs. Clean first inning. Oi, solo shot from Groover. And Jose De Leon and Wilfredo Lara are aboard. Not great. The manager is arguing the call. Toss him. Get him out of here. That's a huge infield pop-up on Kalanick. 2 outs. Kieran Paris. Infield pop-up again. Very nice from Ozuna to get out of that jam. Very good. There we go. Dario and Dominguez are aboard. I'm going to have Dominguez try to steal. Gets there easily. So the double play is gone, which is good. Nolan Shanuel hits it deep to center field. That will score both runners easily. A nice 2 RBI double for Nolan. The lead is ours. Very good. Very good, sir. Here's how you lead. Not having the best stretch of baseball, but he does get it down here. Nolan Shanuel makes it home. Nice RBI single. It's good from him. And how you leads getting back up there number wise. Yeah, he's not gonna have the 928 OPS he did last year, surprisingly. But he's still having a really great year. Bregman pops up. Cole Carey gets it down. We're not done here. It's how Yuli races the third. Come on, Nick. Give me something. All right, he walked him. Bases now loaded. CJ Kafis. And he rifles it to right. That's in the gap. 2 runs will score. Is Nick Gonzalez a brave man? Yes, he is. Bases clearing double. CJ Kafis is slugging up to a 520 OPS 987. That will play. And the Diamondbacks already going to the bullpen. Tovar strikes out swinging, but we get 6 runs. How's that for run support? Oh boy. And Ozuna gives up 4. That's what I get for simming. Not great. Dominguez, though, gets it through. Run, Dario. Run. And Dario is barely safe. Oh boy. I forget the man has 45 speed. There we go. Nolan gets it down the first base line. Dominguez scores. Maybe Nolan was just annoyed that he never gets to play first anymore. He's like, fine, I'll hit the ball now. Very good. Oh, no. Did Nolan Shanuel just get a concussion? Oh, come on, man. He's hitting so well. Why can't you just let Nolan Shanuel give me a healthy season? Well, I don't really have a backup first baseman outside of Condon, so Condon's going to come in to take it. Man, we just got him back last month. How Yuli gets the ball down, Condon scores. Who cares? Oh man. How Yuli steals second without a throw. I mean, yeah, Nolan getting injured isn't great because I don't love the idea. I mean, down the stretch in September, who cares? I can have Nick Gonzalez DH or CJ Kafis DH and it'll be fine. For the playoffs, though, it's not great. It's how Yuli makes it home there. Here's aforementioned Nick Gonzalez. Grounds out at third, but we get 4 more runs, 10 total. I need a new first baseman. Yep, evidently so. Let's see if Sandy can get through the fourth clean. Paris is aboard for Reese Hines. Grounds out to Tovar, but he almost beat that out. Kafis and Dario are aboard. On Dominguez. Struck out swinging. All right, Condon technically batting second today in relief of Nolan, and he strikes out swinging. Good. All right, Jose, I'm going to be honest. You're getting a lot today. Oh, Sandy. Can you get Laura? He can. All right. Not great from Sandy Ozuna today. Fortunately, our offense has scored 10 runs and is looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't think Sandy is quite ready for the majors yet. Jose gets me a clean sixth. Good man. Dario with a full count. Walked him. And Jason grounds in to a fielder's choice. How unhelpful, sir. Condon walks. All right, bases are loaded for How You Lee. And they struck him out looking. All right, Jose, give me the seventh. Very good. That's what I like to see. And then Gastelum will get the eighth. Kerrigan Gonzalez are aboard. Some more insurance runs, please. And Kafis gets it down into right field. 1 run will score. The throw keeps Gonzalez at third very rudely. I'm going to let Tovar hit. He's not had a good day. Hopefully he gets a good result here. Wild pitch gets Gonzalez. And Tovar grounds out to second. That's 0 for 5 for Tovar today. I was keeping track at home. Oh, another wild pitch scores Kafis. Oh, boy. All right. Dario pops up to end that fun. Good outing from Jose, to be fair. 2 clean innings. No hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Just vibes. Clean 8, and Luis is only on 10 pitches, so hopefully I can get the 9th from him also. Dominguez strikes out again. This guy's killing me. All right, they walk Condon again. All right, we're in a pinch hit here. Gazdar will get the at bat for How You Lee. Pinch hitting, he's 1 for 11. It's fine. Gazdar is hit ruthlessly. And Bregman strikes out. He has been ice cold in the past month or so. All right, Carrick, send it to the moon. And he tried. Struck out, but he tried. All right. Gavstar will take second. See if Luis can give me the ninth. He did allow a solo shot, but there are two outs. I believe in him. 2-2 pitch to Carroll. Struck him out looking. All right. Good news is we beat the Diamondbacks 13-6. Bad news is one of, if not our best hitters, Nolan Shanuel, is out with a head injury. With any luck, it's a concussion and he's going to be out for like 3 days. Blurred vision, out for a week, moderately influences hitting. In all honesty, what do I want to do? Part of me wants to send him to the IL for a week, but then also he'd be on the IL for like 4 extra days. I don't think that's worth it. All right, so Hunter Goodman is back. I am going to send down Miguel Palma, who I freely admit has done great with us. Nearly 60 at bats, 21 hits, 5 doubles, 4 homers. He's done really, really well. But Hunter Goodman is our starting catcher. Dario's our backup. So Miguel is going to AAA. Unfair to him, but he should do well there. Okay. And then Hunter Goodman will return. Now, this presents an interesting dilemma regarding my hitting construction. So I think Nolan is essentially benched for a week. I'm going to have Yankiel move to bat second. Bregman drops to 6. Hunter Goodman will DH. I think I want to keep getting Dario consistent catching reps down the stretch. I think I would prefer that over, say, Nick Gonzalez or CJ Kefas. Then Hunter Goodman bats 6. Is that where I want him? Yeah. All right. And then, yeah, so Hunter Goodman backup catcher. Da, 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 da. Well, against lefties, though. Yeah, Dario hasn't been great. I think against lefties, Nolan will sit. Hunter Goodman will come in to take catcher. Nick Gonzalez will DH and bat 8th. Tovar will come in and bat 9th. I think I'll take Tovar's pop against lefties. Okay. So that is the new look-ish look lineup. Let's advance the day. Did Nolan's number tick down? Yeah, 5 days. So had I put him on the IL, he would have been on the IL for like 5 days unnecessarily. I think it's fine. So he essentially will barely hit for the White Sox and then most of the Diamondback series coming up, which I think is okay. All right. So with the amount of off days, all of my pitchers are essentially ready. We have the White Sox up here. I think I will sim. Well, no, I'll play game 1 because Hunter is back and all that. So Nolan is going to rest for a bit. Hunter Goodman back at DH. Yankiel batting second. CJ Kefis did just go 4 for 5. You know what, CJ? You can bat second. Let's do it. Full send. Jason Dominguez, get us started. And he strikes out. Fair enough. There we go. Kafis rifles it to center. A nice double for the man. All right, how you, Lee? Bring him home. And they walk. The infield pop-up continues. Ah. Strikes out. Killing me, Smalls. Okay. Nothing doing for us in the first or for the White Sox, but Hunter Goodman is back. Welcome, sir. His first at bat lines out to the warning track. Because, yeah, he's been out since, the 30th of July. So he missed a month and a half of baseball. Crazy. Clean so far. Dominguez and Kafis are aboard. And how you Lee lines out to short. Not great. Yeah, they have Eugenio Suarez. And the ball gets through. 1 run will score. A nice RBI single. Uh-oh, Justin Crawford injured on the play. And they take him out. Cole Carrig grounds out. But, we get a run. There we go. Very nice. An error, and Bregman and Tovar both aboard. Dario is walked. Here's Dominguez. He struck out again. Jason, between me and you. Okay, so in his last 22 plus 3, in his last 25 at bats, he has struck out 9 times. Man. All right, here's Kafis with the bases loaded. Strikes out looking. Horrible call. What are you doing? Toss me. I dare you. Luis is still doing really well, but I'm nervous. Yeah, we're leaving so many runners on as Bregman strikes out. Clean through 5 for Luis. Yep, it's always the 6th inning when he starts having trouble. Nasim Nunez is aboard. He gets more bell. Nicholas Perez, better or worse against lefties? You are much better against lefties. So that'll be it for Luis. 5 1/3, 2 hits, no walks, 6 Ks. Hopefully Griffin won't allow the inherited runner to score. Okay. A line out that does not advance Nasim. I'll take that. And Varys, sharp grounder to short. Got him. Very nice. Good start from Luis. I need our bats to get hot, though. How Lee is on second for Condon, and they walk Condon. Do you see what they're doing, Cole Carrick? They think so little of you. What do you got, boss? And he gets it down in right field. Runners will advance. Bases are loaded for Hunter Goodman. Ah, and they strike him out. Bregman now. And he gets it past Eugenio Suarez. 1 run will score. To home goes Condon. 3-0 ball game. Welcome back, Bregman. Tovar strikes out. All right, I'm sitting Tovar. Gonzalez is going to come in. Should I have done that after this defensive inning? Probably, but it's fine. There we go. Clean 7th for Griffin. We will bring on... Whom do I want? Zerpa for the 8th. Then I think Munoz for the 9th. There we go. Clean from Zerpa. Let's see if we can get any insurance runs here, and I can sit Munoz. Dang, opponents have hit 194 against the White Sox closer. Not too shabby. Pull carry. Grounds out to short. And Goodman strikes out. All right. Munoz will come in for the 9th. Half inning. Send it. We win 3-0 against the White Sox. Not our greatest offensive day, especially for the middle of the order, but Bregman got a pair of hits and RBIs. Pitching staff shut out. Very good from them. Only allowed 3 hits the whole day. That'll do. All right, we're going to play game 2 and then sim game 3, I think. Nick Gonzalez, it is. Oh, is Dario tired? No. It's a righty. Actually, here. I'll give Hunter the day off. I'll give him the day off, and then, you know what? CJ, you're going to take left field for me, buddy. Bregman will hit 5th. Well, Carrot gets to sit. I think Jason, I'm going to give him this game to get out of his strikeout lull. If he doesn't, Joe Lamb's going to be center field for a bit. Did he strike out? Grounded out. Good lad. All right, How Yuli with Yankiel on second. Gets it back through the middle. Yankiel has the speed, but he does not go home. Would have liked to see him go against a center fielder with only a 50 arm, but so be it. Condon strikes out swinging. Bregman strikes out looking. You know what? At least Condon swung. All right, Chase. Clean first. Clean second. Dominguez with a solo shot. Uh-oh. White Sox equalize. Come on, Nick. Give me something, dude. Man. How much? What's it? The good news is we're paying him nothing because the silly AI retained 100% of his salary. But even though we're doing that, I feel like I'm losing money. Because Commanders has a negative WAR right now. Like, if he continues to struggle, I am debating just not bringing him on the playoff roster. But if it's between him and Gazdar, I am going to take him. Oh, no. Chase, please. I remember when we had the lead. Those were the days. All right, clean 5th. How Yuli strikes out. Chase is only on 64 pitches, so he's going to get the 7th, or the bottom of the 6th. Whether he should, he's up for debate. Bregman lines out. Who knew the Chicago White Sox would be the team to quiet our bats? All right, Fleury's going to get warmed up. Fargo will be the last batter. Burns faces, and he gets him to ground out. All right. Not the worst start we've gotten from Chase. I'm going to sit Jose down. Vodnik will get the 7th. There we go. Kafis gets it down in right field. There is a world where my backup outfield next year is CJ Kafis and Yankiel instead of Joe Lamb. Tovar strikes out once again. How many strikeouts is that for him? He's had 2 today. He had 4 a couple days ago, 3 a couple days before that. Dario walks. Okay, Jason, don't strike out. I mean, he didn't. He lined out and no one moved, but he didn't strike out. So that might be a positive. Okay, decent start from Burns. Vodnik will come in for the 7th, and he immediately gives up a run, and Nasim Nunez gets aboard. Man, I have a feeling I'm going to regret Vodnik's contract extension sooner rather than later. But you never know. Yeah, nothing for us in the 8th either. Oh, Chachik. Throw it home, you coward. No. Seems someone forgot about the live chat. I've been looking. And Eddie Okwara is aboard. Not great. All right. We're going to get. I'm going to get Herrera warming up in case they keep hitting Matt. And Miguel Vargas sends it deep to left. Goodbye, baseball. 8-1 White Sox. Yeah, that definitely ballooned Matt's ERA. Which is a shame because he's been good since I called him back up in the beginning of the month. All right, he gets Felix swinging at least. Okay. Can we score 7 unanswered? No. We lose 8-1. Burns did all right, but Vodnik gave up a run. Chachik imploded. And once again, CJ Kafus trying his best, but alas. All right, we shall advance and sim the finale of the White Sox series. Benny Montgomery going 5 for 5 in AAA. Good on him. He is still worth negative WAR this year. It's fine. There we go. We beat the White Sox 10-3. Dominguez with 4 hits, doing very well. Tovar 3 hits. Nick Gonzalez 4 hits. Good on him. Yeah, Herrera didn't do great. Then the other Herrera did good, and Zerpa 2 1/3. Look at Zerpa. And since he's come back from his injury, he had a really good June. July, he got shelled 1 outing. And then August and September, he's been lights out. You'd never have guessed he missed half the season. All right, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks once again. Let's check on the wild card standings really quick. We're still currently second. We're 4 games up on the Mets, 5 games up on the Marlins. Dodgers have already clinched the division. Brewers have already clinched the Central. All right. Looking down to the wire. Let's play game 1 against the Diamondbacks with Will Warren on the mound. And Nolan Schanuel's going to come back in 2 days. Yeah, Tovar had his 3-hit day, which is good. Yeah, Gazdar hasn't hit in a while. I think I'm going to sit How You Lee. Bregman's going to bat 3rd. Cole Carrick, I'm just going to drop, to be honest. Actually, I'll drop both of them. Dominguez will take center. Or no. Dominguez will take left. Kafis will take right. Joe Lamp will bat seventh and take center. Nick Gonzalez will bat second. Hunter Goodman will DH. Dario will catch. So Howie, Kolkarik, Yankee will get the day off. Nolan is still chilling on the bench. As you do. Will Warren on the mound. He has not had the last couple good outings. So we need a bounce back outing here. He's already given up a run. It's fine. Tovar, Lamper aboard. Come on, Dario. Hit softly to the pitcher. And that's that. All right. Diamondbacks get nothing in the third. Neither do we. There we go. Condon hits it deep to right. Off the wall. So it's going to be a nice triple for him as he ran all the way to third. Is that his first triple of the year? That is his second triple of the year. Very nice, sir. All right, Tovar. He's hitting higher up in the order. I got him batting fifth today. And he walks. I do think, thinking of next year, Cole Carrig, I think, will be dropped lower in the order. Odds are we won't have Bregman anymore. So that'll be an easy switch, but we'll need someone to bat, say, fifth or sixth, depending on where Goodman goes. As Lamp strikes out. Okay, wild pitch. Gets Tovar. Let's have Dario take a couple pitches, just so if they walk him, and they do. Come on, Nick. And lines out to center. We tie it up. Not much there, though. And they're starting to get to Will. All right, Jose. Get ready. They bunt. Have you no shame? Also, why would you bunt in that situation? You've gone from runners on first and second, 1 out, to second and third, 2 outs. All Will has to do is get Moreno to pop up, and that's the inning. Or alternatively, ground out to third. What an odd bunt decision. I'm not going to question it, though. Maybe I should. Dominguez and Kafis are aboard for Bregman, who grounds in to an unfortunate fielder's choice. Uh-oh, Perdomo is hurt. He can remain in the game. I think I'm going to sit Bregman a little bit down the stretch. His bat in August and September is not doing too hot. I guess September he's doing okay. But compared to what he was for most of the year, it's not looking great. Condon gets it down and left. That will score Dominguez. The lead is ours. And Tovar strikes out, and the sun rises in the east once again. There we go. Hunter Goodman hits it to the wall in left field. That will score 1, maybe even 2. He's an ambitious man, Charlie Condon. 4-1 ballgame. Lamp grounds out to end that, but we do get a nice little cushion. Jose Fleury will come in the 6th, and he's given up 1 hit. 2 outs, though. There we go. He gets Marte slinging. I'm going to be honest. I only want that 1 inning from Jose. I'm not risking it. Nope. Once again, runner on second. Can't move him. All right, Gage Wood coming in for the seventh. Clean inning from Gage. We'll go Luis for the eighth. I am going to pinch hit here. Gazdar is going to get the at bat for Bregman. Again, 1 of 11 pinch hitting. Not great. Make that 1 of 12. I mean, I'm at that point where if I can keep 2 of Nick Gonzalez, John Gazdar, or CJ Kafis for the playoffs, I think I keep Gonzalez and Kafis. Like, the only downside there is I would lose a backup third baseman for Bregman, but I don't think that's going to be a big worry for me. Gazdar will take third. Luis Castellum will come in for the eighth. And he allows a solo shot. And a double. Okay. Let's get Munoz going, and he hits Reese. Luis. My friend. Get Marte. All right, he gets Marte on a first. This could get ugly. Nolan Jones to pinch hit. Get some swinging. All right, I'm going to bring on Munoz to face Slade Caldwell. And Caldwell hits it up to left and caught by Dominguez. Okay. Diamondbacks get 1 back. Really happy they didn't get more. There we go. Goodman gets it down and left. They have Moreno in to catch. They do. All right. I thought about pinch running for Goodman there with a runner, but not worth it. Lamp gets it down. Very nice. Goodman's at third. Dario grounds into the fielder's choice, but it scores Hunter. So we're back up to a 3-run lead. Nick Gonzalez gets it down in center. That should score. Oh. Yep, Lamp is in. Cool. I had a moment of doubt, but he got there. Even though it's a 4-run lead, I think I'm still going to leave Munoz in. Oh, it's about to be more. Dominguez hits it up and gone. 26 home run in the season, 407. All right. I'll let Vodnik come in to take the ninth then. There we go. Kafis gets it down and right. We're not done. We're having a good long time. Never mind, Gazdar struck out. And Condon grounds out to end that. All right. Vodnik's going to come in for the ninth. Works it clean. We get the win 8-2. Very good outing from our pitching staff, though the fact that I had to use 5 bullpen arms is not great. But I also didn't want to risk Munoz pitching a lot when I might need him for a save situation later. So overall, it worked out. I mean, Dominguez, Kafis, 3 hits at the top. Condon, Goodman, Gonzalez with 2. Dominguez obviously had the homer. Very good outing there. All right, let's play game 2 against the Diamondbacks. Nolan is going to rest for 1 more day, I think. All right. I'm going to give Hunter Goodman the day off. CJ Kafis to DH. Gazdar is going to take third. I'm going to have Dario bat seventh. Has he even done that? He has. Dominguez is hot now, so he'll stay in. Yankeel will get the at bat. Lee, Condon, Gehrig. I'm okay with this. Actually, I lied. Gehrig, sit down. Tovar will bat fifth. Dominguez goes to left. Lamp takes center and bats eighth. All right. A little bit of a rotated side. We'll see how it goes. Ozuna on the mound. Clean first inning. Condon with 2 runners aboard. And he hits into a double play. Yeah, not great. And Jazz Chisholm hits a 2-run shot. Diamondbacks have the lead. Dominguez with the board. Yankeel. Advances into third, but I do not love that trade. Yeah, how you leave flies out. Nothing there. Oh boy. There we go. Sandy gets out of the jam. Kafus gets us a run. Lamp and Dominguez are aboard for Yankeel. Let's party. Infield pop-up. Cancel the party. Pack up the balloons. How you Lee soft grounded to short. He might beat it out. He does not. All right. All right, Ozuna's on 83 pitches. I'll get Griffin Jacks warming. All right, he gets Corbin Carroll. Can he get Groover? No. Groover gets the line drive to center. That'll be it for Ozuna. I'll bring Griffin Jacks in to face Jazz Chisholm. Hit softly to first. They get the lead runner. They do not get Jazz on the other end, though. Hey, and Dario throws out Jazz, stealing second. Very nice. That'll play. Nothing in the sixth, though. Clean seventh from Griffin. That's huge for our bullpen since I had to use a lot of bullpen arms last game. Dominguez flying out to left. You're killing me, Smalls. All right, Chachik for the eighth. Clean. He's only on 12 pitches also. Tovar is aboard. Come on, Kafus. Hit to short. The throw gets him. Man. All right. Let's see if Chachik can get the ninth. And he does. Okay. Solo shot ties it up. Dario's up first. And he pops it up foul. Not great. I'm going to pinch hit here. Cole Carrig is going to hit for Joe Lamp. And he gets it down the right field line. That'll be a double for Cole. We're moving. I'm also going to pinch hit for Gazdar. Bregman will get the at-bat. And he hits it to center. It is down. Cole Carrig is home. Tie ball game. The winning run at second. Very nice. All right, in case we don't get it, let's warm Munoz up. But here's Dominguez. Pops it up to short. Come on, man. All right, Yankeel. Nothing strikes out looking. Okay. We tie it up to clutch. Pinch hitting at bats there. So Dominguez will go to left. Or excuse me, Dominguez will go to center. Colcara goes to left. Bregman goes to third. No, I do not want to sit down Munoz. I want to put Munoz in. All right. Jazz Chisholm is at second for the Ghost Runner. They will bunt, and he gets Jazz at third. That's what you get for bunting, you cowards. Well done from Munoz. And a wild pitch will advance Mourinho to second. Nolan Jones is hit. Not great. Marte lines out to right. Mourinho goes third, beats the throw. Runners at the corners for Paris. And he hits it deep to center. Caught at the warning track. The Diamondbacks score no one. Very nice. Munoz only needed 10 pitches, so if we don't score, he's coming in for the 11th. But here's how Yuli. Yankeeled the Ghost Runner at second. Ground out to third. It's not going to move him. All right, Condon. There we go. Condon gets it down in right field. Yankeel is going home and safe. Walk-off win. We score the tying run in the 9th, the winning run in the 10th. That'll do. We needed 13 hits to get 3 runs, but it's fine. Yeah, Ozuna did okay. Really happy with the bullpen there. Griffin Jacks, Chachik, Munoz combined for 4 2/3 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, 4 Ks. Really happy with them. Well done. All right, let's sim the finale against the Diamondbacks. We lose it 2-6. Luis De Leon gives up 5. I also completely forgot to put Nolan Shanuel back. I'm sorry, Nolan. Okay, so yeah, we're going to sit Dario. Hunter Goodman is going to go to catcher. Do I want to have Bregman bat 9th? I don't think I do. Yeah, he hasn't been great at it, especially compared to how he is at 7th. So honestly, this is harsh. Yankeel is going to bat 9th. Nick Gonzalez is going to sit against lefties because we definitely need Nolan against lefties. Like, that's non-negotiable, essentially. Okay. Let's sim through the off day. We have the New York Mets. And I think I'm going to sim most of this series. So let's sim game 1. Chase Burns on the mound. We win 6-0. Very nice. Condon with his 32nd home run in the year. Oh, no. Woo! Chase Burns has a sore thumb, so the bullpen had to be summoned en masse. They pitched a shutout. What a game. Jose Fleury 1 2/3 clean. Zerpa 2 2/3 clean. Griffin Jackson inning. Herrera 1 1/3. Gage Wood locked it down. Man. All right, sore thumb for Chase, so he's obviously going to be fine for the next outing. All right, I'll play game 2 and I think sim game 3 of the Mets series. What do I want to do? I think we're going to sit Yankeel. Kayfis can take right. I'm going to give Dominguez a day off. Joe Lamp can lead us off. And then I'll sit Tovar also. Nick Gonzalez can bat eighth. Let's party. Clean first from Herrera. There we go. Lamp and Nolan are aboard. How Yuli hits it up the middle. Can't beat it out, but it does advance the runners. See what Condon's got. In error. Not like this. Zach Neto at short, not doing great. Runners at the corner. Oh no. Now wild pitch. Oh no. The Mets. It's all crumbling. And this is a big series also. Because the Mets are not neck and neck with us in the wild card race, but they are one of the teams in the chase. So if we take, say, 2 out of 3, that'll be huge. Very nice. There is Condon scores. I'm going to run on Alvarez more often than not, I think. Carrigan gets there clean, and it goes past the second baseman. Oh, no. Oh, the Mets. What a bad first inning this has become. And Bregman gets it down and left. That'll score Carrig. That's good from Bregman also, because he has not been the hottest bat we've had here down the stretch. Nick Gonzalez pops it up to the infield. All right, here's CJ Kafus. And he hits it up to left field and gone. 3-run shot for CJ. 385 feet. He has a hit streak of 13 games now. Very good, sir. Joe Lamp grounds out the end inning. We bat around in the first. 2 errors from the Mets and a wild pitch. We score 7. That'll do. Oh, no. Is it going to be more? No, it will not. I tempted fate too much there. All right. Bregman and Nick are aboard. Kafus pops up foul. And Joe Lamp, the soft grounder. He has the speed. Doesn't beat it. All right. More runners, but no more runs, rather. Clean through 5. Bregman Gonzalez aboard. CJ Kafus once again. Strikes out swing. All right. Very nice from Herrera. That'll be it for him. I'm going to bring Luis in now for the 7. 6 shutout innings from Herrera, though, is huge. As Lamp gets it down. Or, excuse me, Condon gets it down. Lamp goes home. All right, Carrig. Nah, nothing. Flew out. Okay. Hunter Goodman with 2 on. Grounds out. Too short, but we get another insurance run for our trouble. Great outing from Herrera. 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk. 3 Ks, 0 runs. Very nice. Castellum, clean inning. Once again, Bregman and Nick are aboard. Oh, and CJ strikes out. That's going to be rough for his left on base number in this game. But that is what it is. Lamp hits into the fielder's choice. We're in a pinch hit here. Since it is a righty, Yankiel is going to get the spot for Nolan. And he gets it down in center field. That'll score 1. And all the way to third goes Lamp. Very good work from him. Kayuli pops up. Not his game today. He's 0 for 4. But that is what it is. All right, Luis, if you can give me a couple outs. And he gave me the whole inning. What a guy. All right, Von Nickel come in for the 9th. Works clean. Another shutout for the pitching staff. Herrera, 6 shutout innings. Gastelum gets me 2. What a Rule 5 pickup Luis has become here. Gonzalez had 3 hits. That's really good for him. He has raised his numbers by quite a bit for us these past few games. Back-to-back shutouts against the Mets. Let's sim game 3 and see where we're at. We lose 5-7. Will Warren gets hit a bit. Yeah, he's cooled off since his hot start for us after the trade deadline, but Tovar got his 31st homer, so him and Condon are neck and neck for home run leaders on our team. All right, let's look at the wild card standings. There are 6 games left in the season, and we are 5.5 games ahead of the Marlins, 6 ahead of the Mets. So in other words, if we win 2 out of our last 6, we are guaranteed playoff position. I think I'll play game 1 against the Giants, and if we win, I'll probably sim the next 2. Let's rest some guys. Nick Gonzalez will take 2nd. I want Bregman hitting 3rd. Joe Lamp in for Dominguez. Bregman Condon is fine. Kafis can hit 5th for Cole Carrig because I got to get his hitting streak staying in. Tovar, Yankiel, and Wright. I think that's fine. All right, let's roll. Luis De Leon on the mound against the Giants. If we win, I think 2 games, we are guaranteed wild card spot. We finally get our first hit in the 3rd inning. Good job, guys. Yankiel walks. 2 runners are aboard. Joe Lamb flies out, though. Not like this. All right, Nolan, come on, buddy. Hits it up to left, but that's going to be caught. How has Nolan been since coming back from injury? In September. Hadn't been great. He did miss essentially like over a week of games, to be fair, in this month, but still. Clean through 5 for both teams. Luis, 6 innings of good work. And that'll be it for him. I'm not pushing Luis. That's usually when he implodes. So 6 shutout innings, 4 hits, 7 Ks for Luis. Matt Chachik, and he allows a solo shot immediately to Bryce Eldridge. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Let's get Gage Wood warming. All right. Adames grounds out. See if you can get Devin Mann, and then when the lineup flips, I'll bring in Gage. All right, gets him. Okay. Gage Wood is going to come in to get Diego Velasquez. Struck him out. Good work. Okay. So we have 2 hits today. Tovar has 1, Lamp has the other. So I'm going to pinch hit here. How Yuli for Nick Gonzalez. How Yuli pops up foul. You know, it's been one of those days. And Tovar lines out to right. And Yankiel grounds out. Man. And then How Yuli will take 2nd, and ideally Gage can just give me the 9th, which he can. All right, I'm going to warm up Munoz in case we equalize here. Dominguez will pinch hit for Joe Lamp. Lefty Caleb Ferguson is in to face. Dominguez gets it down in left field. Tying run is aboard. I am not going to run on Patrick Bailey, though. I will leave Nolan Shanuel in to face the lefty. And they walked him. Okay. Here's Bregman. And he gets it through third base side. Dominguez is going home, and he is safe. Tie ball game with no outs. The game-winning run at second. And Condon is walked on 4 pitches. Bases are loaded for C.J. Kafis in need to extend his winning streak, and he does! It's down! Walk-off hit for C.J. Kafis. The hit streak is alive. We beat the Giants 2-1. That'll play. Very good job there at the end, lads. All right, we get the win. I believe that mathematically, yep, we get the wild card. Very nice. So yeah, now we have essentially nothing to play for. Marlins can't really catch us unless we lose out. Gabriel Hughes is back. I am, however, gonna let Sandy Ozuna get this start against the Giants. So let me sim through that game. We win it 10-5. Very nice from the bats. Dominguez, Cole Carrick, Bregman get homers. Ozuna did okay. Griffin Jacks got blown up for 3, though. Isn't great. But pretty good. So Ozuna, he got 3 starts off. I think his first start wasn't great. Diamondbacks got him, but he did okay against the Diamondbacks again and then the Giants. So I think, again, I think Ozuna will be a quality starter one day. He's just not ready this year, which is fine. Okay. Gabriel Hughes is back. Let me slide him in 4th. Cool. Okay, so now that there's nothing really to play for, let me bench some guys, play some guys. I think CJ Kafis is going to be our starting left fielder down the stretch. Dominguez is fine. Nolan Shanuel, I kind of want to get going at DH. How Yuli can stay at 3rd. Condon stays. Hunter Goodman stays. Bregman, I think I'm going to give some reps to Gazdar against righties down the stretch at 3rd base. And then Nick Gonzalez needs some more time. He's going to take short. Yankeel and right. My lefty lineup, I kind of just need to keep my lefty lineup. Kavas has been good. Tovar, yeah, Tovar, I can't do it. Yeah, I mean, everyone else has been solid. So I think that'll just be my lefty lineup here. All right, let's sim the finale against the Giants with Chase Burns on the mound. We win 9-1. Very nice. CJ Kafis loses his hit streak, unfortunately. Condon gets 4 hits. Very nice. The AI put Hunter Goodman in right field, which is kind of funny. Oh boy, Nolan Shanuel, the homer. Condon Lee. Gazdar with a home run. Good for him. And yeah, Condon had an error. Other than that, pitchers did well. Jose Fleury, 2 scoreless. Okay, he's starting to turn it around to close September. And now we have the Dodgers. So they are 12 games up still. They're over 100 wins, for crying out loud. Why do I have to get stuck with this? Why me? To make sure Dario is in for Hunter. Okay, good. Okay, We're gonna sim. I think game one, Yamamoto. Who do I have? I have Herrera, Hughes, Warren. Perfect. That means Luis De Leon and Burns will be ready for the playoffs. Good. All right, we'll sim game one with Herrera on the mound for us. We win it 10-2. Dominguez with 3 hits. How you leave 3 hits also. Very good. Bregman with a homer. That's good from him. All right, and then it's righty, and then Dodgers have not announced their starter. Okay. So in that case, we'll sim. Second to last game, we'll play the finale. See where we stand here. We lose 4-10. Not gay. Gabriel Hughes is shelled in his first start back from injury. Jose Fleury, by the way, gave up 3 just when I complimented him. Griffin Jacks gave up 2. Man. All right. And the bats didn't do great. I mean, Nolan Chainwell, Dominguez had homers. Hayuli had a pair of hits, but nothing else. Okay. Let us play the season finale. We are currently 90-71, which is the best record we have had in this save, including 2027, when we went on to win the World Series. So let's play the finale. Hunter Goodman is cold. He's also on 97%. So I think I'm going to rest Hunter. We're going to bring Dario in. Then honestly, let's have Bregman hit there. Dominguez. I'm just making sure no one is like quite tired and might need a day off. Condon's at 100. Kafis I don't really care about. I know that his guys are fine. All right, I think I'll sit Nolan for the finale. We'll have Kafis DH bat second. Dominguez hits left. Joe Lamp in to center field. Yankeel I'll have hitting right field, batting fifth. So Nolan Chanuel, Gazdar, Tovar, Carrig are the guys I'm resting. How Yuli is at 99%. I'll sit How Yuli. Why not? Gazdar can play. Bregman bats third. There we go. All right, that's our lineup. Dominguez lead off in left. Kafis second DH. Bregman third catcher. Condon fourth first. Yankeel fifth right. Gonzalez sixth at short. Lamp seventh at center. Dario catching eighth. Gazdar second. I think is where I want to be. Should I flip those now that I think about it? Nah. All right, let's rock and roll. Will Warren on the mound. Johnny Brito for the Dodgers. Nothing to play for at this point but pride and to get one over on the Dodgers. Also, if we win, we will have a 20 game above 500 record. So that works. CJ Kafis is at third. Condon swings at the 3-1 pitch and is thrown out. All right. See what Will Warren can do. We need a bounce back start from him. I think Will Warren is going to move to a long relief role in the playoffs. And he has given up 6 runs in 1 inning. Yep. And I really don't want to burn my bullpen in the finale. So, Will, you're going to have to just eat this, buddy. But man, that escalated quickly, huh? I barely finished the sentence of we need a good start from him. And then he just gets shelled. I mean, yeah, I need innings from him. Like, he's given up 1 more run. Tough. Like, we have the wild card coming up. All of my middle relievers and Jose Fleury are taxed. So, Sorry, Will. There we go. Clean fourth. Can I get the fifth? Ah, they're getting to him. Jose on 50% does kind of scare me. So I'm going to bring in Matt Chachik and try to get 2 innings out of him. Let's see if we can get Taylor Ward swinging. We do. All right. Well, that was a horrendous first inning, but Will kind of locked in after that and I think did okay. Our offense has yet to score any runs. That changes now as Bregman hits it deep to left center and out of here. 3-run shot for Bregman, 404 feet, his 22nd home run of the year. Very nice from him. Condon strikes out swinging. And Keel does walk. Only one out. We could keep this train going. Or alternatively, Gonzalez can hit into a double play and grind the train to a halt. Where would we be if Will Warren didn't get shelled there? All right, so that is likely the last start Will Warren will ever have for the Rockies. 5 innings, 8 hits, 8 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 Ks. Oh boy, they're getting to Matt also. Not looking great. I'm going to be honest, Matt. I need you to give me the 7th. Like, I do not have the relievers right now with the playoffs looming. Okay, who do I want to take the 8th? Vodnik? All right. So pinch hitters, I have Carrick, Tovar, Lee, and Shanuel. I'll let Dominguez hit. And he gets it down in right field. That'll be a double, maybe even a triple. It will be a double. I don't know what happened to the ball. Oh, it's a ground rule double. That's why I couldn't see the ball. All right, we will pinch hit for CJ Kafis. He actually no. Well, no. Am I insane? Give the kid the at bat. Flew out to right. But you know what? No regrets. All right. I am going to pinch hit here for Bregman. How you Lee can come off the bench. Ah, he strikes out. That's what I get for getting creative. Condon will face. And he grounds out to okay. So Bregman is out. Gazdar will slide over to third. How you Lee will take second. Vodnik will get the 9th, or get the 8th, excuse me. And we have an error from Condon. Lovely. I mean, Vodnik, you're just gonna have to get the inning, dude. Like, I cannot spare any other relievers, but he gets Mookie Betts into a double. Very good. All right. We have to score 6 unanswered, and it all begins with Yankiel Fernandez flying out to right field. Fair enough. All right, Nick Gonzalez gets it down into right. We have a runner. Let the record show. Here's Joe Lamb. Had a pretty good day so far, but he flies out here. All right, last at bat of the regular season goes to Dario, and he gets it down in center. We're not quite out of here yet. Dodgers fans that left to beat the traffic, maybe they left too soon. Who knows? All right, John Gazdar walks on 4 pitches. Bases are loaded. Jason Dominguez hits it right at short. The throw gets him. We lose the regular season finale 9-3. Will Warren gets blown up in the first. Middle of the order goes cold. We drop the finale. So we finished the regular season 90-72, which is the best record we have ever had in this save. And we have secured the wild card spot. Jason Dominguez is a 2020 player. Well done for him. I like how that record still isn't good enough. Okay, so playoffs begin. We face the Cincinnati Reds, who we last played in April, and they swept us. Neat. Okay, let's figure out playoff roster really quick. So, players eligible and playoff roster. Okay, so pitching wise, I think right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8 relievers. I think that's what I want. I am going to make one change. Jose Fleury is not going to be on the playoff roster. Just no. So Angel Zerpa is going to take his spot. I think Zerpa has been great since coming back from injury. I think I'd rather take him. Matt Chachik, question mark. Will Warren will drop to long reliever, so I'm going to have enough bullpen arms anyway. In terms of hitters, so right now Cole Carrig is not in the AI's playoff roster, which is kind of funny. Infield wise, I think there's no real point in bringing Gazdar when I have Nick Gonzalez. So I think, unfortunately, despite more or less being on the roster the whole year, I don't think I'm going to bring Gazdar. But then that brings the question, do I really want to carry 5 outfielders? I think the answer still is yes. So I think Gazdar drops, Cole Carrig goes in. Miguel Palma did not do as great as I thought he would in AAA, but it's fine. Okay, so that gives me... Here, let me set Will Warren's position as a reliever. So, pitching-wise, we're going to a 4-man rotation. Will Warren will be a long reliever. Zerpa goes to middle relief. So, that does give me a 9-man rotation. Or, excuse me, 9-man rotation. 9-man bullpen, which in reality I'll never need. But I guess I could. Actually, yeah, I'll make that flip. Matt Chachik goes out. Gazdar is in. I like that better. Because that just gives Gazdar likely will never play in the playoffs, but he gives me insurance if, knock on wood, Bregman gets hurt, or if Nick Gonzalez just doesn't do anything. I think I'll take that. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Sandy Ozuna obviously not going to make it. Remember when I had Chase Dollander on this team? Those were the days, huh? All right, so I think that is my playoff roster. As far as lineup goes, I genuinely think CJ Kafis should be my starting left fielder. Like, he is just red hot right now, doing great. Cole Carrig, to be fair, also had a very good September. So it might be a bit silly. How do they compare against lefties? Carrig. I mean, they're both really good. Honestly, Yankeel's the one that hasn't been as great against lefties. So I think against lefties, Chafis can take right field. Cole Carrigan left. Against righties, I'm gonna keep him out there, I think. Like, Cole Carrigan just hasn't been great. overall in this season. I think I'm going Kafis. Tovar, obviously, and who am I missing? Oh, third base, Bregman. Duh. All right, so Dominguez at center, Nolan Chain will DH, Yuli second, Condon first, Kafis left, Goodman catcher, Bregman third, Tovar short, Yankiel right. That gives me Dario backup catcher. That does not really give me a backup first baseman. Gazdar takes second. Actually, Gazdar can be backup third. Nick Gonzalez backup second. Short. Cole Carrot backup left fielder. Joe Lamp backup center. Kafis backup right. Gonzalez DH. Cole Carrot pinch hit. Lefties. I think what I have is good. Only change Tovar backup short. Gazdar backup second and third. Yankiel backup right field. Yankiel backup DH. Yankiel pitch hitting. Pitching staff wise, Will Warren obviously. Well, here, actually, I can advance the day just so I get better information. Yeah, I mean, everyone in the bullpen's good to go outside of Will Warren, which is okay, in all honesty. And we have the Reds. So it'll be great to see what we do. The Reds this year, same record as us, 90-72. The Mets got the final wild card spot. Marlins miss out by one game. Over on the AL side, Mariners, Orioles, Tigers win their respective divisions. Rangers, despite having the second best record in the American League, wild card. Red Sox, White Sox. Rays and Yankees miss out by a day. Oh, can you imagine Twitter? But yeah, that's our team. We made the playoffs. That was our goal. We had the best record we've had in the save, 90-72. And now, the question becomes, can we make the World Series for the third time in 4 seasons? Find out next time. I am excited. I'm ready to go. Come on, Rockies. See you next time.